Hello, and welcome back, everybody, to another episode of this somewhat relaxed play of Stalker 2. Now, last episode we left off, we were just cleaning up some of the area that we're in right now before we proceed down here for the main quest. And I would like to continue to do that, but unfortunately, we don't have a lot to drive us right now around this area. And I am open to exploring, but I'd rather not waste a lot of time. And with that being said, I think we will continue down here, barring the Sultan does not have any missions for us, so we'll
You
see.
got some business here, or you just want to shoot the shit?
Nothing
Remember,
from
no
her.
brawling in my bar.
And
Capiche?
so let's check with the Sultan.
Well, speak up since you're here.
And nothing
If
from
you've got
him.
something to talk about, come on over.
Um, so I think what we'll do is let's see how much money we have. Okay, 11,000. We can try and see if in our stash we have hmm, a psi suit that is far greater than our own. But I doubt since the ecologist suit offers quite a bit of protection as it is, especially compared to some of our other suits. So I'm not seeing any combination of armor and mask that would outdo our current ecologist suit. And why we need that is for the main mission, it does require a fair amount of psi protection as one of its optional objectives. We're going to also put that in here and clean things up while we're at it. We don't need this. We'll put down all of this ammunition. We'll put down the condensed milk, half of our canned food, and since we have our anti-radiation drugs, they are far better at reducing our radiation than the alcohol does. So I'd rather not carry them if I don't have to. 9.75. We'll put down all of our energy drinks. These med kits. Definitely put down half of our bandages. Um, I accidentally put down all of them, didn't I? That's okay. Let me clean this up a little bit. We're only gonna take 10 of those and 10 of those. Okay. And we have water rounds for both our G36 or our GP37, I should say, as well as for our links and for our UDP compact. Nothing that would give us side protection though. That's okay. And we'll talk to Picker.
Okie dokie. Let's see what you've got.
We're
Need
going to
something
upgrade.
fixed? Let me pick at it.
We're going to see what we can do for our upgrades here. That's just radio protection, but that does give us psi protection. So that is a significant amount of psi protection as well. What we're going to do is we're going to buy that and repair this and just repair our remaining stuff.
Your gun is your only
And
friend
I
here, Lieutenant.
think what we're
Keep her
going to
in good
try and
shape.
do is do some side quests. Let's see if she has anything.
You guys
No, just mutant
remember,
parts.
no
Okay.
brawl.
So let's.
S.T.A.L.K.E.R called this town.
I think we will explore
I
this
need help.
episode
I've got this tooth problem. His ball is
and
maybe you should
get that psi protection up. Because I'd rather go in, especially on the difficulty we're on, more prepared than not. So we're going to explore the surrounding areas and see what we can find in the swamp. Okay. I hear some hogs over there with some bandits. So we'll let them figure it out. And we're just going to keep on course here. I'm going to take this out because this is our long range artifact scanner that within 100 meters, we should get a notification of an artifact around. And we can do two things with those. One, we can use them ourselves or sell them. But we do have a quest from the merchant back at this Sultansk that is wanting a crown artifact for a potentially nefarious buyer. He is offering a lot of coupons, so I think we'll entertain that if we can find a crown artifact. And we'll see what we have here. And we'll try and find a way inside. And this place looks as if it doesn't offer any sort of convenient alternate entry point other than potentially the main entrance here. All right, let's see what kind of people we're dealing with.
You're entering Ward territory, Stalker. You have no business being here, you hear me? Turn around and get lost.
Easy now. Why are you so nervous?
The swamps can make anyone nervous. Can't you feel it? This place ain't right, I tell you. Now move along. The boys are already on edge.
Okay, well,
Easy now. I'm already
I'm
leaving.
leaving.
All right. And I don't want to see you around here again.
Well, looks like we are SOL there. And we have a storm coming in. Let's investigate over here. And luckily, we are traveling rather light, so this definitely makes our journey a little bit easier. And let's check out this area real quick, because I would like to seek a little bit of shelter from this storm if possible. And who knows what we might find. Awesome. And we have a PDA with a stash hunting note and a new stash. Let's see if we can get in this building though. Or maybe otherwise blocked by our friend Kotas. Excuse us. And it is. We can't get in that way either. So it looks like we may just have to rough it out. Let's check this new note that we got. Folia Ates. If he changes the spot one more time, I'll blow his head off. Hold on, guys. New coordinates. That ward asshole just sent them. Expletive. Alright. We're doing okay. And we do have something on the scanner. And so we are going to take out and equip our other scanner that we have. Now that we know that there's something around. And this one will give us a direction once we come in 50 meters of an artifact. And we found some respite from this storm as well. Let's see. A little bit of thermal damage. And luckily it isn't the ones that are like the lava snakes, because those ones are awfully annoying to have to navigate through. Looks like we're coming close, and we have a crystal artifact. Let's heal. And then let's look at what we got. A common artifact found in thermal anomalies. What seems to be the coloring of the artifact is, in fact, flames burning inside the crystal. Let's see if we can examine and just see. That is quite the artifact. Okay. Outstanding. Let's continue and see if we can find a way out of this cave. And we did. Perfect. And that also revealed the location of the cave network. Since we're on the hunt for coupons, let's check out the stash and see what we can find. And this episode may not be all too exciting, but I figured I'd bring you guys along just for a lovely stroll through the Chornobyl exclusion zone. Oh, that would have spelt danger for us. And we'll see if we can find an alternate path down, because fall damage is very heavy in this game, meaning what may not look like something or a fall distance that could kill you, it certainly will. And let's see exactly what we can find here in this stash. Of course, this game does not make it easy to access it. And there we go. And we found a 90% durable AR-416. We will take that with us, because again, that is much needed coupons. Fantastic. Since we're up here, we can try and go for these stashes on Noontide Island. Let's see how far they are. Okay, they're a kilometer away. And I think what we'll do is we'll clear these out, sell what we can at Noontide, and then come back and see if we can upgrade our... Oh, we have another artifact that we are slowly closing in on. This is wonderful. Okay, now within 50 meters, we can then switch to our bear detector, which again provides that directional support. And we got killed by the wind anomaly. Now, those ones are finicky because sometimes they don't kill me, and other times they do. So I'm unsure about the if it's an RNG or if it's something else entirely. Because before I was able to just run out of them with no problem, but now it looks like I can't do that. Oh, and we have plenty around. Up in there. And what also causes some difficulty is there. Oh. And perfect. Just what we needed. The crown. So let's save. And I think what we'll do to make our exit from here just a little bit easier is we'll kind of hide out and wait for this storm to pass. But let's look at this crown artifact as well. We're also going to eat. An uncommon artifact found in gravitational anomalies. Due to its resemblance to a piece of jewelry, the crown fetches a premium price on the mainland's black markets. We see we get some weak physical protection, a little bit of endurance, but a medium radiation. And it would run for 20,000 coupons, but I think Owl may give us something a little bit more fair. Oh, and we're getting attacked by our little rat friends, who seem to not be all too affected. Okay, I think we're gonna run out of there and let those little rats succumb to a very crushing demise. And so, oh, we still have one little fella who made it through. Okay. All right. And the storm has passed. Wonderful. Still some enemies about. Let's go ahead and return to Owl. And what we can do is just follow this road all the way down, and that will give us to our next marker. I do want to see, since we are rather close, how far away is that stash? 879. It's equidistance. You know, but I doubt that there would be anything of value in there. So we're just going to return to Owl, get those coupons, and see if we can procure enough coupons to upgrade our equipment to have that increased psi protection. And I do appreciate how silent it quickly became. Okay. I think we can start cutting across. And we made it back to the Sultansk.
Check my stash, clean my gun.
Hey, Skiff. I've got a proposal for you. Come over here.
Let's see, it's probably gonna have to do with this crown
You
artifact.
got some business here, or you just want to shoot the shit?
Well, you just invited me over.
You said you had a proposal for me.
Right. The job's pretty important. Tell me, Skiff. What do you do when somebody lays claim to something that belongs to you? When someone stands between you and your goal?
If someone or something gets in my way, I eliminate the problem.
The same goes for me. I knew we were cut from the same cloth ever since I heard those rumors about you from the slag heap. Before you got involved in my affairs.
Explain.
I'm the one who told the ringmaster to kidnap Beard's men, Skiff. And the ensign didn't go after the Sultan's briefcase on a tip from a disgruntled henchman. The tip came from me.
Interesting.
You're trying to play Beard and the Sultan against each other. But why?
I'm protecting what's mine. The Sultan invited me here to clean the place up. He said, whatever you build, it's yours. And for the last 7 years, I've been building the Sultansk, developing trade, making connections. There's nothing left for me on the mainland. But this place, it doesn't belong to the Sultan, Skiff, or to Beard. It belongs to me.
So, what do you want from me?
You're already mixed up in my business anyway. So help me bring it to fruition. I want to rid Zaton of Beard, and the Sultan, and their endless games. The zone is changing, Skiff, and it's changing very quickly. Those who change along with it will prosper, and those who fail to adapt in time will perish. The Sultan and Beard don't want change. As long as they're here, Zaton will suffer. Get them out of the picture, and I'll make sure the Sultansk has a bright future.
Why can't you run the place the same as always? Why would Beard and the Sultan make things worse for Zaton?
Do you know the history behind these two? It's been going on for years. At first, Beard was in charge here. The Sultan hung around the S.T.A.L.K.E.R, smiling to his face, but plotting behind his back. Then, 7 years ago, the Sultan kicked Beard off the S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Last year, Beard came back, and the Sultan allowed him to take over the Shevchenko. He just let him in. Get it? That's just the way they like it. Not quite together, not quite separate. But if someone takes advantage of their little games and attacks Zaton, it's gonna be the end for bandits and loners alike.
Hey?
Let's say I kill Beard and the Sultan. What's next? What's your plan?
The plan's simple enough. Fully unify Zaton without any hidden agenda. In Garbage, everyone wanted to have the slag heap for themselves. I want to unite the loners and the bandits of the swamps under me. Then I'll recruit the former diggers from the slag heap. And the gangs that lost their bosses. Where else are they going to go? And once I've secured their loyalty, then I can start looking beyond Zaton.
I'm kind of intrigued, and I
Alright.
kind of like to see where
I'll
this
take the
goes.
job.
Great. The Sultan and Beard arranged a meeting near the harbor cranes. They say they want to negotiate, but nothing's gonna come of it. They'll both have their entourages with them. Don't just barge in guns blazing. I want the Sultan and Beard dead, but I need their men alive. The Sultan is cautious. He never goes to a meeting without a sniper covering him. Find the sniper's hiding place and take him out. Then you'll have a perfect firing position. Good luck, Skiff.
Okay. I am curious to see what exactly she would make of the Sultansk
What's
and
the hold up?
Zaton in general.
Just tell me what you want.
You remember that artifact you asked me to get?
Don't you worry about my memory, Luna. It's just fine. So?
Here it is. I'd like my payment now.
There you go. You can even spend it right here if you want.
And we got 10,000 coupons.
What's the hold up?
Let's trade. Get rid of all these items that we don't need. I could get rid of this. Because these are common artifacts and I don't really need them. And I think that will do. I'll confirm that. We have 15,000. We need about 4,000 more. We could see
Good.
if
Now run
he's
along.
got more missions, but let's go complete this quest. And I'm curious to see if this will have branching consequences. And of course, we do have our own sniper. And as we're nearing it, let's see where this sniper would be. If I had to guess, I would say it's in one of these cranes. And I think I have guessed correctly. Traps set up. Sorry, Buzzard.
Watch your mouth, Beard. I used to play nice with you until you started ordering your men to loot my stashes. I couldn't care less about your stashes. You're the one who went off the rails here. First you take over the S.T.A.L.K.E.R, and now you're using my men for turkey shoots. That's enough. I've got plenty of men and guns to put an end to this. You've grown some balls all of a sudden, huh? Watch out, tough guy. I'll tell you again real slow so you can understand. I didn't give the ringmaster any orders. If you didn't, and who did?
Wake up! Shoot them before they get away!
The rundown. First, the ringmaster pulls off that performance with your men behind my back. Then your stalkers try to steal my briefcase. And you're completely in the
What
dark
if
about
I
it all.
let them talk it out?
You saying someone's trying to play us against each other? Exactly. We're being played for chumps, Beard. And I have a strong feeling I know the sneaky bitch behind it all.
If you don't resolve this with minimal bloodshed, my men will have to take everyone out.
Looks like it's time for you to come back aboard, Beard. Let's make a deal. And this time, as equals.
Interesting.
Some sketchy dudes out there, Sultan. Is this part of the plan?
Right. Come again? What's going on, Buzzard? Report! Taking your sweet time, asshole. Answer me. Answer me. Looks like we have company. My spotter just went dark. Let's get out of here.
Sweep the area.
Now, I'm curious if these are her men that I'm killing or not. Let's see. I am really curious to see how this is going to play out now. And if we made the right decision. And this is one of the great parts about the game is you never really know what that decision's impacts will be. So let's see if I'll be greeted with open arms by our two compatriots. And if any more double crossing is going to happen. And what we can do is try and get some of the spoils of war. Because it never hurts. We got a Deathstalker's property stash. Wonderful. Let's save and see just exactly what is going to shake down. Okay, and we got a blueprint, a return mechanism sleeve tightener for the VS Vintar, which increases barrel pressure, resulting in increased muzzle velocity. While we don't have that weapon, we will definitely take it. Okay.
I don't know how you ended up coming to the harbor cranes when you did, Stalker, but you really came through for us. Without your help, Kalina's mercs would have wiped us out.
We won't forget it, Skiff.
I don't like to owe people. Just ask Kalina. Beard always pays his debts right away, too. Check your PDA for a reward.
I'm curious about all these things. So let's ask what's going to happen
to
to Kalina.
Kalina now?
My debt to you is paid in full. As for Kalina, she's just getting a taste of what's coming to her.
What did you do about Kalina?
What do you think? I never forgive a betrayal, not even from my closest friends. If you stabbed me in the back, you were never on my side to begin with.
What's gonna happen to the Sultansk now?
If the Sultan doesn't dig his heels in at the last second, she'll be known as the Skadovsk again.
You've had your eye on the helm from the moment you stepped aboard, Beard. Well, maybe I'll let you change her name back. For old time's sake.
All right. I have to go.
Yeah, move along. Good hunting, Skiff. When you're back in Zaton, stop by. This ship ain't going anywhere.
I think that was the right decision, only because I feel as if Kalina wouldn't have stopped there, that she would find a way to also rid us from the equation. And that is not something that I would greet very kindly to. So let's see how close we are to those ships, because I'd like to see if anything has changed. So we have the Sultansk, and we have the Shevchenko. Let's stop by the Sultansk and pay a quick visit, empty our stash, and see if we can't upgrade some of our things. And I've just accomplished the 3 captains. Okay. And if you didn't notice, I didn't want to interrupt the dialogue, but we did get this weapon called the clusterfuck, an experiment to convert an assault rifle into a sort of sniper carbine. Surprisingly successful despite the limitations of its ammunition. And so it is that AR-15 platform sniper with looks like a sniper scope and a silencer. I think this might be quite interesting to use. Not as much damage as our links, but the rate of firing, handling, and accuracy is superior, but we do lose that range and damage. Let's check it out. And that is a powerful scope. It is only in semi-automatic, which I think is great because I only try to engage targets in a semi-automatic anyway. And we're just going to collect all this so that we may sell it. And is this a lighter weapon than the Lynx? So we stand at 4.6 kilos with the cluster and 4.06 with the Lynx, but we did also upgrade the Lynx to be lighter. However, I wouldn't mind giving the cluster a whirl, because again, I do like mixing it up. And I think
Figure out how many coupons I need to buy a new rifle.
and it looks like Kalinia is gone and replaced with Danya Droopy.
Great. Now we're getting stalkers in here too? What you want?
If it wasn't for me,
Where
you wouldn't be
did
here.
Kalina go?
You're asking the wrong guy, stalker. I got no idea what's going on around here. First the boss leaves with all his guards, and now Miss Kalina's gone. And here I am, stuck behind the counter like a statue. Of course. So convenient, right? Come on, everyone. Give me your best shot.
Well, let's see what he has. Nothing special,
Life
and
is
that's
a
okay.
pain in the ass.
And let's check with our local
You're
owl.
not the first loner I've seen today, and you won't be the last. There's a whole lot of you now, all moving in with beard. Didn't think I'd see that old shit face here again. Kalina must have busted their balls real bad. to get those two to join forces. Well, we'll see what they're made of. At least Kalina had an iron grip.
Interesting. So I
I
was
only got the
aware that
quality
Kalina
stuff,
was essentially the
guaranteed.
leader of the Sultansk and not the Sultan himself. Let's go ahead and sell all these weapons. And that may very well put us in good standing to acquire I'm just looking and seeing if any of this armor gives any sort of side protection, and it doesn't, because this gas mask certainly does. However, we cannot wear that with our ecologist suit. Okay.
Drop
Outstanding.
by if you find anything interesting.
I am also curious to see where Kalina may have been taken. And let's go to
I
Picker.
missed everything, man. I was so busy tinkering, I didn't even notice everything's gone upside down here. Now I see why so many folks lined up to pay me a visit. Wanted to get their gear fixed and piss off. Looks like things turned out pretty darn well in the end.
And let's
It'll be as
upgrade.
good at...
Go here and purchase that. Let's also repair everything. And
It'll be as good
I
as
really
new.
do like this
Even
cluster.
better.
I'd like to see what available things we can upgrade for it. Okay. Of course, we're going to get that. I think we can get... let's get that one. We won't invest in any of those. And I think that'll be good. Anything for our EDP? Nope. And our ecologist, what else would be able to... And it looks like we don't have enough for anything. And that's okay.
Feel free to drop by if you need anything. I
Absolutely.
can pick it.
Let's reorganize our stash. So we'll put that in here, that in here. We'll get rid of our Lynx ammo. We'll keep all our 5.56. We'll also put this away. And I think we may be able to bring our monolith shotgun back. And we're just going to bring our AP rounds or our slug rounds for the shotgun, because the regular buckshot, first, it comes in very large quantities throughout the zone, and second, these AP rounds are far superior. We do have high quality rounds as well that come in 5.56. So if needed for targets that we just cannot take down, we'll have to use those. Let's put this away as well. Put all our vodka away. We'll use a piece of bread. And we're going to hang on to this side block as well. And it would be worth noting that it may be beneficial for us to take some here on our next adventure, but we'll see if the resistance we have is enough. Okay. I think that looks great. Fantastic. Well, I think this would be a great place to leave off. And next time we start our journey, we will be going down here and disabling these side beacons around the swamp. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, and we will catch you next episode.